I didn't see any less cars on that road with that gridlock alert yesterday. All right, 7:33. As you probably know, earlier this week, the MTA board approved the latest version of congestion pricing, which will go into effect in early January.
Yeah, so joining us right now is Jose LaSalle from the MTA for the very latest installment of our Transit Talk series. So good morning to you. Great to have you here.
Good morning. Thank you both for having me.
Yep. All right, congestion pricing, full steam ahead. So how is that going to impact
I
MTA?
think it's going to be a positive for all New Yorkers, all right? We're going to have a livable city with more sidewalks, less traffic. Folks are going to be utilizing mass transit, and it's going to be a way to fund these big projects, the signal improvements, the CBTC expansion. So it's a win-win for New Yorkers.
Yeah, because the money doesn't just appear in your pocket on day one, how quickly can we see those projects that everybody keeps talking about, right? So some people who are against it are like, well, I guess, how long is it going to take for these projects to get off the ground? So
some of these projects are already in effect. You're going to see one of these projects in the Rockaways, where we're going to be working on the resiliency of that peninsula. Yeah. So we're going to have bus service. We're going to, while we're doing this bus service, we're going to work on the viaduct that connects Far Rockaway to Rock Park, the embankments, the South Channel Bridge, which as most residents of Far Rockaway have been impacted by that bridge that swings open. Yeah. So I think they're going to see that impact pretty quick, because after these 17 weeks of early 2025, we'll have a better summer than we have in the past.
And so bottom line, you won't have to delay any projects or cancel any projects that you have.
Well, at this point, I don't see us delaying any projects, but I know that projects that we have had and have considered, we're going to move on with those projects.
Yeah, you just mentioned the Rockaways, right? And in January, that's the A train shutdown is what you're talking about,
yes.
Right? So obviously people are concerned that's like sometimes the only way in or out of the Far Rockaway. So bus service is going to be provided, obviously. But is there going to be ramped up bus service?
Oh, yes.
Is it 24 hours? What's it look like for folks who are saying, how long is this going to be?
So we're going to have a shuttle train that gets folks to bus service. Okay. It's going to be ramped up bus service. You're going to have an express bus that goes over to Howard Beach. And on top of that, we're going to offer Long Island Railroad service 4 blocks away from the Far Rock train station at less than what it costs you to tap into the system at Far Rockaway at $2.75. So those customers that want to utilize Long Island Railroad can do so at the Far Rockaway station. Oh, okay. And on top of that, we're going to have Mr. Zamora, who is in charge of the G-line outage. He's going to be in charge of this outage, so we'll have a frontline employee there working all the time, ensuring that customers get the service that they deserve in that peninsula.
4 months?
How
For the 4 months.
Yeah.
It's going to be 17 weeks. I believe it begins January 17th through May, I want to say 25th, around there. Don't quote me on that last date.
Okay. So at least they have the service now as they come into the city, in and out of the city for the holiday season.
Yes.
But now we're dealing with gridlock alert. Like he was just saying earlier, it seems like nobody really pays attention to gridlock.
Like you just hear
it, come on in.
I think it's the truck driver that gets the most impacted. But most people that are used to taking their cars, they're going to continue to do that.
Yeah.
But what we hope is that with the congestion pricing, they're going to see that mass transit is the way to go. Okay. We're going to have better rails to get them there and better train service. So with this gridlock alert days, with the balloon inflation coming up on the west side that some of you folks will go to, best way to get around is the 1, 2, 3 and the C and the B lines, because that way it'll get you close to. You don't have to worry about paying $50 for parking your car, that kind of stuff. So there's benefits to that.
But is there anything else that the MTA is doing to prepare for gridlock alert time to help folks out?
I mean, we continue to stress to customers to use our apps, the website, to go there to see how easy it is to get to these places. And we do add service, right? So we're not adding service on the gridlock alert days, but on those special occasions, you know, the tree lighting at Rockefeller Center, the Thanksgiving Day parade itself, we're going to add service for customers to get into the CBD.
I'm sorry, something just popped into my head about when Queensborough president was here on Monday, Donovan Richards, on the A train. He said, well, they say 4 months, but it's probably going to be 6. So do you want to do you agree with him on that it could be delayed?
No, I disagree with him, because I think we're going to get it done on time.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be on time.
Very good. And I want to ask you about Demetrius Critchlow. We talked about him last time. It was like the day 2 that he was appointed when you were here last time, right? So how's he doing?
I think Demetrius is doing great. He's putting leadership positions in place. He's reached out to me regarding like the 59th Street switch work that we recently had. He wanted to know what we were doing, and because of his input, he's helped us switch our service over where we was having the A train going up to 96th Street. Next time we run this, we won't have the A, we'll have the Q line go all the way to where it normally goes, and we'll do something better for our customers on the west side with the A line. Okay.
Wonderful. Jose, thanks again for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Great to see
Appreciate
you.
it.
We'll see you again soon.
Have a great Thanksgiving, too.
You too.
Okay?
Thank you.